Okay, I'm trying to think because the Kai thing. I was going to ask. You both read her statement, right? Just
Yeah.
in brief. Correct me if you think I'm summarizing this unfairly, but she put out this PDF, and in it, she effectively says, "I dated Turkey Tom for a very long time."
Is that her? That's the guy Brody's hung up on. Okay, she's a good-looking broad. Okay. I'm not blind. I'm not dead. Yeah, she's a good-looking broad. Okay, I can see why he was maybe hung up on. He was a young guy. When you're that young, you tend to pair bond pretty easily. Once you get to my age, no, you're not going to be hung up. You don't give a crap. But if you're lucky, anyway. But at 20 years old, broad looks like that. She's going to turn your head and keep your attention for a while, I guess.
We started when we were like high school age, and then up until early 20s, and it was a very terrible relationship. We were both equally awful to each other, and nothing that they said about brutal, like dehumanizing sex is applicable to my experience with him. But they might be right. I don't know. Like, that's basically what she said. It felt very strange. She did confirm.
Yeah, you ladies are surrogates for this chick. You're stand-ins for her. And that's why he's beating on you, okay? Because he's got a lot of angst. He's got a lot of negative emotions about her, and he's playing them out on you chicks.
Explicitly, the blackmail folder, though. She said that's completely real, which makes it sound like everything that she's saying to downplay it is blackmail. Because why would you bring that?
Or she's being honest. I don't know. This guy, he's very anti-male, very against a man, very against men. He takes women's words too much. This guy's your typical simp beta male. Men are guilty until proven innocent. Meanwhile, women are innocent until proven guilty. What a wimp. You're pathetic, no? Joshua Moon. Loser.
That up. I mean, does that sound like a fair assessment of the document that she just says, we have a bad relationship, there's serious allegations being made, she believes that your driving motivation is to humiliate him, and she says that this is abhorrent, is her exact word. She says she's not addressing any specific thing, but says that he did record stuff, but there was not like any violent degrading sex. I mean, do you have any opinions about this?
Or do you want to go first, Zach?
You can go first.
Oh God. Okay.
Yeah, you spin a tail, and then she'll follow your lead.
I agree with her, like with Kai, that they probably didn't have like a fully like he wasn't doing the same thing to her as he's doing to other girls, and she even says in it that like who knows what he's like after her, and I think that like, and he told me and Zach that Kai didn't like having sex with him and didn't like giving head, and that like they barely had sex. And I can imagine that it's probably because he is aggressive and she probably didn't like doing it. So at one point she just like stopped.
Maybe. And maybe not. Maybe that's just how she is. Maybe she didn't like him very much. I don't know.
And so I think like, and I think that she like mentally molested him or something to where, because that's why he like compares everyone to her, still has all her stuff, and is like really weird about her and like stalks her and her new boyfriend. That I think that, yeah, it could have went like toxic, but like mutually fine, whatever. But I think that's like why that's the reason he's like this now, is like something obviously was like fucked in that relationship.
Yeah. I agree with that. I have specific things I want to bring up, but do you have any thoughts, Sacramento?
Yeah, I agree. I think that he definitely has some like weird like limerence issue with her where he just couldn't let her go. And I also don't think that she realized how badly whatever she did to him completely fucked him up. I mean,
she's a good-looking broad. She's never been held to account. That'll happen only when she starts to lose her looks. Then she'll blame Tom or whatever other men are around, or all men, as chicks tend to do. She will take accountability. And of course, guys like Joshua Moon here, who won't ever make her. Simp.
She did cheat on Tom with Liam, who was one of his friends at the time,
Wow.
which I think is a pretty terrible thing to do to someone. But yeah, I agree. I don't think that their relationship might not have been abusive or
She's way out of his league, by the way. He must have been famous at that time as well. Because she's way out of his league, looks-wise at least.
whatever. But I do think that,
That's 3 years ago. Even at 20, he was trying to look like a man and still doesn't. Look at that pathetic coverage he's got with that horrible beard and terrible mustache. Jeez, dude, you need to shave that stuff off. You look ridiculous.
she confirmed a lot of the things that we said. And I think that he was kind of going after girls that look like her so he could take his anger out on girls.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was going to say. It's like, it really feels like, just based off like the nature of it, like the position.
No, it's not what I'm going to say. You're too stupid. These broads, brought it up. Yeah. Now you want to try and sound smart. Yeah.
And stuff, it really feels like he's trying to surrogate her so he can like punish her, and that's why it has to be like so. Okay. Yeah.
I pointed this out hours ago, my friend, and so far as my commentary, you're way late to the party, pal, and you needed a couple broads to help you reach that destination, which shows just how much intellectual acumen you have. 0! It does show that broads lead him around by the nose, though. Yeah,
that's pretty dark.
And I agree that I feel like she's a little hush-hush and like...
Part of why his website, Kiwi Farms, is dying. Chicks rule that place, okay? It's pretty pathetic.
Like vague on stuff because of the whole just-in-case file. Like, I think it would just become like an evil war if they both came out with if she came out with any actual damning evidence, he probably would try to like destroy her life.
You have no evidence for any of this!
Yeah, I mean, the letter reads very weird to me. Because number one, there's not like a thesis. It's not like she's out there saying, I want to make this clear. It's like, what are you even trying to say in this document? What's the point?
It's very weird. She she says that like she doesn't think that Tom's that evil, but she's also like, I can't.
So he's leading and they're following. And then they're leading and he's following. What do you mean? What's weird about it? It seems pretty straightforward to me.
Test, but also
well, that's the other thing, is that she then goes on to say like, I want to have I've been private.
By the way, no, you should have blown this up because the text is illegible to me, okay? And anybody viewing, they can't read it. Ugh, God, this guy is not a content creator. Even my bare bones content creation, I know that, you blow this stuff up so that you can read the text, you idiot.
About this, I want to remain private, but I'm publishing this thing that has no purpose anyways. And then,
all right, let me read this. I really have to lean in. I'm not leaning in.
She goes on to say, like, I didn't have these bad experiences, but you can trust.
So that was the point. She's telling you, I didn't have these bad experiences. I think these girls are just looking for clout and chasing attention and validation, and they're trying to humiliate him, and that's all that's going on here. Yeah. Did you pay these bros, by the way, Mr. Moon? You're such a brilliant businessman. I wouldn't be surprised if you did. They'd probably do it for free, though.
Victims. And then she, like, goes on to say, like, yes, he has a blackmail folder on me. And it just feels like, it sounds like you have a gun to your head, and you're trying to say something without saying anything, so that Tom's appeased, but you're not actually saying, yeah, don't worry about it, he's fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought, too. That's what we both thought. Yeah.
And now you're speaking for the other broad too. Oh, of course you are. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's bizarre. I don't know if they use this word anymore, but it's called one-itis. When I was a teenager.
Oh yeah, I know about one-itis. That's what I thought too. My friends were saying that because I would.
It's called pair bonding. She's likely his first. The pair bond. It's particularly strong when you haven't been with a lot of broads. Be with a lot of broads, you burn it out. You don't give a crap anymore. I don't know if that's probably not a good thing. That's why I recommend the guys out there, you do not bebop around, sleep with multiple broads. Probably not a good idea. Yeah. Maybe it is. I don't know. I mean, that's just my opinion. I don't think it's a good idea. I think you should be, these PUA guys chasing the poon. Unless your intention is to legitimately burn out that pair bonding because you don't want it. Okay, it's your choice. You don't want to be able to pair bond with somebody in that way, to have that strong chemistry driving you. Maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. It depends on what you were seeking to accomplish. Anyway, let's continue.
Tell them about like the whole weird Kai stuff, and they were like, he's got one-itis.
He's young.
Thinking. Let me see if
Why are you thinking? You should have if you were a professional at this, you'd have a list of questions, pal. Okay, but you're not, so you don't.
any questions. Someone asked if he tried to get either of you to look like her, but he did so passively through like gifts and stuff. I asked if you with Meowdalin, the puppy player, was there anything like that you saw in regards to that? Because there are pictures of them together, and
all right, he's into furry stuff too. God, this guy.
I feel it's pretty obvious that they had sex. Was that during the time that you guys were together, or was that like before?
That was before, but I did end up asking him about her during like my sussy kind of phase, and he said that they had met up before. They had never done anything, but keep in mind that he also
He lying.
lied to me that he had never done anything with Ellie.
Guys don't hang out with broads because they don't want to do anything or they're not getting anything out of it, okay? I mean, unless they're big giant simps like this Joshua Moon dude, that love to white knight for rando chicks. But generally speaking, we don't hang out with chicks just because we like their company. Women are generally boring to us. Men and women can't be friends in the first place. And you're certainly not going to hang out with some ditzy broad who likes to dress up as a dog because you find her interesting. No, it's because you want to bang her. You're pretending to be interested in the crap she is so you can get in her pants, okay?
But he also said that apparently she had been married before and she is a devout Christian who only has one body and wants to wait until marriage, which kind of made me...
Devout Christian, one body, furry, broad. Okay.
Have a weird feeling, because how would you know that about someone if you weren't trying to...
Yeah.
That's kind of not just something you tell a business associate.
it sounds like he tried to. Then she was like, "I'm waiting until marriage. You got to put a collar on it." You know. He's like, "Oh, I'm not doing that." Bye. Who?
Sounds like BS to me. By the way, there's plenty of things that these kind of born-again Christians, born-again virgin, I want to wait till marriage, even though you're not a virgin, can do, you know? There's the back door, there's oral, lots of things you can do that don't, in full straight penetration that can circumvent those rules, right?
Which one of you? I think it was Sacramento, but which one of you was the one that had the eating disorder that he like?
It was me.
And he like encouraged you to continue having an eating disorder, or he was like?
No, he didn't. He just said he liked how she looked because she was normal looking and not a big fat sloppy pig, and somehow that's evil. To say I like how you look. He was encouraging me to not eat as much. Probably a good thing. You could go the other way too, sweetheart. As most women these days do, and they got eating disorders as well. It's called binge eating. Bunch of linebacker broads running around. 2/3 of women are obese, not just overweight. So the majority of them, if 2/3 are obese, then you got another 20-30% that are also overweight. How many broads are actually underweight or normal weight? Not too many.
Complimenting you or something, right? Can you clarify?
Yeah, he would.
And now you're just searching for dirt on this guy, making a mountain out of a molehill, making it into something it's not.
Told him very early on, like, hey, like, I've struggled with eating issues in the past, and I'm kind of still trying to gain some weight and make sure everything's okay. And
She's a refunder. She's a regurgitator. Imagine you take this broad out, buy her a meal, and she's in the bathroom refunding.
would tell me, "Oh, I love how skinny you are. I like how small you are. You know, like I love how your body is like skinny," and like just say
That's a good thing. What? Okay, so. Ah, jeez. It's his fault. Yeah. He's responsible for your mental well-being, boy. But you're normal.
all this stuff that was incredibly hard to hear.
What do you tell him
that's
now?
really mean.
That's not mean at all. What are you talking? Oh yeah, look at this. He's got a white eye. Oh, that's really mean. Ooh. You're pathetic, Joshua Moon. You're a pathetic excuse for a man. You're a simp. You're a beta male.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I guess he wants women.
Normal women body-wise anyway. They're not fat. He likes women with nice bodies. Oh my God. He's so evil. I'm not saying the guy's not a freak. But nothing wrong with that.
And that are as skinny as possible. I don't know. Did he ever? This would also be very mean. Did he ever say like your body looks like Kai's?
No.
No.
Okay.
She was thinking at that moment whether or not she should lie. Agree. Should I say yes to make him happy?
Did you ever contact Meowdalin?
Meowdalin?
No, I feel like she definitely knows some shit though. So Meowdalin,
Thought she was into dog play. She pretend to be a dog or a cat. Meowdalin?
if you're hearing this, please, like, it's okay. I know you're a puppy, but we don't care. Like,
Did he ever talk in like a baby voice or ask that you do it?
Here we go.
he would do the like weird baby voice. I know what you're talking about, and he would do the weird baby voice. Sometimes it's like a joke, but it was like really scary. Because he sounded like a baby, and he would even do the thing where he like puts his legs up and like sucks on his thumb like a baby.
Oh my God.
That is
so
bizarre.
yeah. Yeah, I agree.
But there was no other signs of like age play or anything. I mean, that sounds like she trained him.
Yeah, other than the fact that he like told us we look like really young, and like he liked that we're small and skinny and have no boobs, like not really super age play stuff.
Oops. I mean, that's not necessarily bizarre. I don't like broads with big racks, you know. I like athletic broads, and they tend to have smaller racks because they're athletic. They don't hold as much body fat. But I don't know that that's necessarily indicative of him being a PDF, file. But anyway.
Did he ever come across as generally manipulative? Like, just like a.
Have you been listening? Yeah, the dude's manipulative, obviously. He's a control freak.
General narcissistic stuff, like lying about stuff that doesn't make sense, that doesn't need to be lied about.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's called a pathological liar. And again, that's part of being, a control freak. You lie even when you don't have to lie because you have a pathological need to be in control.
No, just very upfront, very honest.
He was manipulative about some situations. I mean, obviously he lied to me about what he did at first. He did lie to me about meeting Ellie. And I think that he was a very good liar and would kind of twist stories a lot to make him look like the cool guy. An example I can give is one of his friends went to the hospital, and he was like, well, if I hadn't noticed that my friend was sick and took him to the hospital, he would have died. So basically, I saved his life.
Wow.
And just like really narcissistic shit like that would kind of be like, oh, okay, dude.
Was there any other weird, like, once-off lines like that? That was like, that's a bizarre thing to say.
I'm trying to really think of some, and I'm sure I could come up with more. But
Just trying to impress a broad. Maybe it's true. Maybe he did save the guy's life. I don't know. I'd love to hear Tom's side. He'll probably never address it, though.
Yeah, it was just stuff like that he would try to make him seem cooler than he really was, I guess.
Well, I believe that. You seen this guy? He's not cool. If he didn't have his YouTube channel and money, he wouldn't be getting laid at all. This guy's a goofball.
Oh, you reminded me. He made a very interesting post about how he seems to resent his career on YouTube and wants to like start a rock band as a vocalist.
Yes. Yes, that is 100% true.
Talk about the easiest non-job. Resents his YouTube career. Oh my God.
How often did he bring up the rock star fantasy?
Oh, all the freaking time. He was like, "Oh, I'm just so burnt out with work. I hate what I'm doing. I feel like I'm just creating more drama and like I'm doing nothing with my life."
Well, that's true. So?
This YouTube channel because I'm just talking about, people who have fucked their life up, and I'm just, it's
like you.
Doesn't really mean anything, but I want to be like Pantera and be like,
Well, it could give your life meaning if you chose to approach it in such a way. I guess he doesn't know how reality works or purpose or meaning or any of that.
Create my own genre. That's what he said. He wanted to create his own genre of music in which he is both the frontman and lead guitarist.
Did he actively pursue this in any way, or did he just like talk about it as like a fantasy?
He bought a guitar, but he like never played it. He just bought a guitar.
That's sad.
Can
That's
he
really
play?
It's a very guy thing to do. Buy something like I'm going to learn how to master this. You just never do it. So he just felt like his.
Boy, he has a very low opinion of men. Listening to this guy Joshua Moon, he's very feminine, including the way he talks about men in general, which is a very negative way.
His work had no like actual value or meaning.
Yes.
That's sad.
That's his choice. But he chose it and continues to do it. Yeah.
How often did he like talk about his work? You said you asked him about specific people and stuff. Like, did he seem like
These broads already told you they didn't show interest in his work or his interests or ask about his interests. You've already asked this question and had it answered.
hated talking about it? Like, I don't even want you to have your mind routed by this internet drama stuff.
He would hate when I called him Turkey Tom. Like, he would be like, don't call me that.
But that's his name. He calls himself that.
That's relatable.
I would joke around with him and be like, oh, Turkey Tom, like, Thanksgiving for turkey. And he would be like, don't call me that.
That's very
not that funny. It's not that funny. What are you laughing at? This is the kind of guy that simps for broads and over-exaggerates reactions to things women say to try and get in their pants. Dude, women ain't funny. These broads ain't funny, okay? Wow, what a simp.
But,
Jesus.
like, I mean, outside of that, like, there was never, like, any ongoing discussion about, like, what he was up to.
No, they don't care.
Like on the
They didn't care. Dude, they were there for money and free shit. That's it. What are you talking about? You're talking to two giant gold diggers, dude.
internet, you mean, or?
Yeah, like, did he ever, like, vent? He was like, oh, man, I'm working on this thing. It's like, it's so stupid. Like, did he, like, fill you in on what he was doing day to day?
Oh, yeah, he would be like, yeah, I'm working on this video, you know, it's about so-and-so, and he would kind of try to explain whatever the heck he was working on the video about to me.
Yeah, but you weren't interested, right? It didn't involve free food or handbags or cash, so... Yeah.
And he would be like, oh, it's just...
It wasn't all about you, because you ladies are the real narcissists. Yeah. And he may be one as well, like attracts like, but you're not excused from that label, ladies.
taking forever, and like he would have someone else also, I don't know if this is public information or whatever, but he wouldn't really write his own stuff. He would pay other people to write it for him.
How much, do you know, how much?
Other people... What the hell is he complaining about then? So let me get this straight. This goofball-looking kid with this LARPing as a man. He's not a man. That pathetic beach fuzz. The mustache doesn't even join the beard. It's so pathetic. Wow. Even the guy's facial hair is pathetic. This guy is complaining about a career that he doesn't even do much of the work. He just reads a script. So he reads a script, and that's tough. Oh my God. What a lazy SOB. Oh, hey, my job! Sounds pretty good to me.
How much of the work did he actually do? I know he had an editor because he puts together these huge videos, right? So and he makes a ton of money. So like, why not have an editor? But was it like completely sourced from people in Discord? Did he have like a paid writing team? Did he have like? Did he just
something you can't relate with, Joshua Moon, with your Kiwi farms? You are not making a ton of money. We know that. But you try to venture into content creation, fail utterly at it.
do the voiceover basically?
He just read a script.
He would do editing on his own videos, but he would basically just read out whatever he had written for him, like the script.
But he did the editing? And like putting together like the screenshots and stuff, the videos?
From what I know,
Yeah.
you go first.
Money.
He told me apparently that he had fired a bunch of his editors, and so he would do all of the editing, but
Trying to save cash. Keep in mind, Turkey Tom rents. He doesn't own his own house. I don't think he has nearly as much money as people think he does. Dude's blowing it all on Adderall and Coke and who knows what else. That stuff costs a lot of money, yo!
he would still pay people to like collect everything and write up a script for him.
Okay.
What is this guy's talent, then?
Yeah, that removes some of the joy from it. If you don't have any interest in the subject whatsoever and are just voicing over videos at that point.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. So after you guys broke up in December, so only a month ago. And then there was how many weeks between that and deciding to like post on the forum? And what was like the motivating factor? Because for posterity's sake, if you're listening, like in the future, the Kiwi Farms right now has been like under an attack for the last couple of months. So I've had to disable registrations without invitation code. And you had to email.
Gee, I wonder why, pal. I wonder why. The way you treat new arrivals, the way you treat people. Yeah, the way you discourage people from posting, and if people try to post, you attack them, and your moderators act in a highly unprofessional way, and so do you. And you actually treat new members like garbage and do your utmost to stop them from posting, make them leave. So it's just this small cadre of members only, the same 5 people constantly posting ad infinitum. Gee, I wonder why you're under attack, idiot.
Me to get an invitation code. So I actually I had to vet you. So you sent me like multiple pictures, and one was like you're covering your mouth, and the other one with Turkey Tom, you have sunglasses on. I'm like,
invitation codes, vetting. You're making it an even more niche, select group. Wow, you're making it more difficult for people to join and post. That makes a whole lot of sense. You're not only scaring people off and driving people off and making them feel unwelcome and going out of your way to ban them and kick them off and make them feel unwelcome and attack them, but you're also requiring people to have invite codes and verify and validate who they are. Wow, pal. No wonder your site's dying. Yeah, you're a brilliant businessman, buddy. What a moron.
I can't even see like an entire picture of your face at this point because of how you set them. But you went out to your car in like the middle of the night to get your sunglasses, so I could confirm that it was like the same sunglasses in this picture. So it wasn't like a split.
He was really desperate to get these broads on here. He's going to all this trouble to make sure to verify who they are. You think this is going to save your site, pal? No. Sorry, buddy. This ain't going to save it. You're too bad a businessman. Not happening.
Decision where you're like, okay, I'm going to join on this forum and like dump all this stuff. It was like a really deliberate action. So what was like the igniting factor for that?
attention, validation, hopes of spinning this into some kind of social media presence, career that can make her money, get her sponsors.
It was talking to Katie and realizing that I wasn't the only person that he had done this to, and that made me kind of realize, like, oh shit, like he's gonna be out there doing this to more people. And
used you as a piñata? That you objectified yourself and let him use you as a piñata in exchange for cash and prizes? Oh yeah, he really misused you, the object you are.
It's bad. So yeah, that's kind of what made me want to come out, because I realized that I'm not alone.
Selling myself, that's what's bad, honey. Take some accountability.
And also, if I have another person with me who has been through the same thing, it'll, I mean, you know, strength in numbers. So.
You mean that you put yourself through? Oh, strength in numbers. Yeah. We're both going to tell the same exaggerations and some lies to, you know, get some more cash and prizes, hopefully.
Yeah, it is kind of shocking to me that he's because it's over multiple years, and he's just having like this completely like passionless, joyless like humping sessions that are like really violent. And it's like, but that's just like what he does apparently.
Dude's a destiny orbiter. He's a hedonist. What else is he gonna do?
Even long-term relationships, like that's how he just prefers to do it. That's really, really bizarre.
Yeah.
Well, I'm listening to you. I don't think you're able to do much better, okay?
But there was no, like, specific, like, did you guys talk at all between breaking up and then?
Tom and I?
Yeah.
I don't believe so, because...
No, he done with her.
I blocked him. As soon as I was gonna post, I did let him know, and I was like, I'm just gonna...
Cash and prizes are gone. I'm blocking you then. Yeah.
See.
You're gonna dump me? No more cash and prizes. I'm gonna block you. Yeah, okay, honey.
I'm just gonna post about everything that happened. So, yeah.
So it's all about retribution, revenge. You ever heard what they say about revenge? Dig 2 holes.
And then I blocked him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, so she threatened you. So he broke up with you? I mean, what happened? So you told him I'm gonna tell everybody about the stuff you did to me. You mean that he paid you to do that? Yeah. So he paid you so he could do that stuff to you, and that you allowed him to do in exchange for pay. Yeah. Why would you threaten him and then block him? Why would you threaten to expose all this stuff then? You didn't get something from him that you wanted? Of course, Mr. Joshua Moon's not picking up on any of these inconsistencies. He's too busy kissing their butts.
Only other questions I'd have would be like super petty and catty stuff that people would want to hear. So,
dude, this whole thing has been super petty and catty. That's what you deal in on Kiwi Farms, my friend.
Like, there's anything that wasn't mentioned that is like super important, like any real important event in that timeline? Because it just sounded like you guys were hooking up like once every week and kind of had this long-term thing, and then after a while it just got kind of weird because he was like very obviously talking to other women, and then after you started digging into him more, my take on this, by the way, was that after you found out about the Kiwi Farms, the power dynamic of the relationship just completely like equalized. It's like if she knows about this.
You studied too much psychology, pal. You're blathering on about too much psychobabble. I think the power dynamic shifted. What are you, a sociology major? What are you, a former social worker? What a bunch of psychobabble nonsense. Shut up. Just shut up.
Drama website, then I can't like be mean to her. I can't really do anything anymore. So
I majored in psychology. It's about on par with phrenology. Total psychobabble nonsense. Pseudoscience bunk.
Kind of lost interest because of that, where it's like if I have like this normal person who has no internet presence whatsoever, I can do whatever I want, and then if she doesn't like it, all she can do is like leave, right? But then it's like once you found out about like the whole ecosystem.
I love how much he's reading into the things he's heard. He's trying to spin some web, some narrative. Oh my God, pal, you're way out of it. You way, oh, you're way to your depth, buddy. Okay.
system down there, it's over for him, and he can't get into it anymore.
I agree. I think that it was. I hate
This is super speculation. This is super speculation on your part. You sound like an idiot.
to be like those people who are like, oh, power dynamics, blah, blah, blah. But it was definitely a big thing for him.
Well, that's what male feminists say, right? That's the way the feminists talk, okay? There was your power imbalance. Because they're a bunch of Marxists, right? They're about the bourgeoisie and the proletariat presenting itself in the form of gender Marxism, baby, where he had the power. There was your power imbalance. The power dynamic was in his favor. See, I have no accountability, no responsibility, because the power dynamic was out of whack. You keep on white knighting for these bras, simpy boy.
And knowing that I have like found this place where people have just openly talked shit about him, and I found all of this dirt about him, I think it just ruined his like ego thing that he had going on.
Maybe.
Because obviously, from what
Maybe
I've
not.
seen, every single woman usually either knew who he was or found out very quickly who he was, and that's the only reason why they ended up sleeping with him. So I think that gave him a really
Yeah, you too. That applies to you as well, Eddie.
big ego.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay then. I guess that's basically it for anything timeline-wise. I guess now, if you don't mind, let me know if you get bored or don't want to answer something. But many people have many.
Dude, they're the center of attention. They're not getting bored. They love this stuff. Are you kidding? They live for this. What do you think they're here for? Besides maybe being paid, which maybe they were, maybe they weren't. But like I said, I think they do this stuff for free.
Questions. I see one person's asking that they want to know if Turkey Tom self-harmed. Apparently, there's an allegation that he was like a cutter or something. Do you?
Isn't Tarl Warwick, aka Sticks Hexenhammer, isn't he another one of these people? He also self-harms. What is it with these people on YouTube and the self-harming crap? The more famous and popular you get, the more you hurt yourself? What the hell? I mean, at least Tarl has some kind of excuse. He's doing like blood magic and shit. What the hell is this guy's excuse? Needs to feel something. Don't feels nothing. Too much cocaine. Too much Adderall, pal. You burned your brain out.
Did you see any of that?
He told me that he had cut himself, but I didn't see any scars, and I did not see a carving in his chest of any sort or anything.
Probably just looking for some pity. So he could get some pity sex. I don't know. Yeah. It sounds like something a manipulative person would do, lie about something like that.
And so
Yeah, I
don't know
had
if he
thought that
just
was
saying
fake because
that.
of how it was released, but apparently
Yeah,
that's
I
real.
think
He confirmed that.
I never saw a carving on him. Like, and I met him pretty soon after the whole situation. And he told me that he
Yeah, I don't buy that. I don't think this guy carved any broad's name into his chest. You'd have seen that, yo. You slept with him, you'd see some broad's name carved on his chest, yo. This dude, he didn't have enough hair on his chest to hide that. You seen that fucking hair on his face?
had self-harmed before, but I didn't see any scars on him. And so I thought maybe he was just doing that to try to be like, me too, girl.
Okay, I mean that sounds like that verifies it. Then that's crazy. I'm surprised.
No, it doesn't. No. Maybe self-harm. Maybe he did. I don't know.
Oh, and one other thing, I forgot about this, but you actually, Sacramento had sent me a picture that was censored. Apparently the only picture that he would send you is one where his face isn't clearly visible in it, but you can,
Yes.
I can tell the desk, his computer is moved onto the table, but I can still see the monster is on the cozy that's on the table, in the exact same position. So I can tell that's clearly his desk. And he sent it to me because he's grabbing your face in such a way that the picture I showed of the bruise on Katie's face is the exact same position. That bruise matches up precisely with how he's grabbing you. So,
So she had a bruise on her face and he put his hand on her face in a picture. That doesn't mean he caused the bruise. Correlation does not equal causation. Are you sure that you're okay, pal? You seem to have some problem using simple logic.
That's what I saw. Because you didn't want to post it in public, so I vetted it indirectly by saying,
It's not
that's definitely
evidence.
him. That's definitely good.
Do you have video of him hitting her? No. So you have no evidence. We don't even know that's a bruise. Or that it's a real bruise. Maybe it's a blemish. And even if it were a bruise, we don't know that he caused it.
Because his hair is very distinct. He has that swoosh hair, like Bieber, I guess. I don't know if that's mean to say. But he has that hair. He has
The emo
Roman-
bang.
Yeah, and he's grabbing in a very distinct way that would leave a thumbprint if it was very, very hard.
You don't know that. Oh my God, this guy is dumb. This guy, Joshua Moon, is dumb. He's just going out of his way so much to simp for and run interference for these broads and forward their narrative of things that making himself look a fool.
So, on that note,
He put his hand on her face and his thumb was in such a placement and position that could have caused a bruise. How? Touching a face doesn't cause a bruise. What are you talking about, you idiot? This guy's dumb.
did he ever talk shit about any of his YouTube friends? In particular, Nicholas Diorio. Did he ever say, I hate that guy?
No, I can't even remember him ever talking about someone named Nick or Nicholas.
He talked about Nick in passing to me, but never like anything bad. He was just like, he would talk about like, oh, my YouTube friend, Nick. So sorry,
So-
guys.
Somebody else, that person's running interference for him big time.
He never spoke at length about like anybody that he streamed with or anything.
Not really.
Yeah, not really.
Does Turkey Tom stream with anybody?
How big was his penis?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
geez.
Oh my god. Come on.
He's got nothing else. He didn't prepare for this at all. He didn't have a list of any real questions to speak of. So sure, ask that question.
Can we plead the fifth on this one? I don't want to get. That can't be his own.
Okay.
That'll only.
It was pretty big, I'm guessing. Yeah, they don't want to give him any, Oh, they don't want to give any clout. They don't want to add to his, image in any positive way. Yeah. I don't want to say anything good about him.
Look good for him.
You have to say it's shaped like an egg. That's the
Yeah.
defense.
Isn't that Destiny? From what I heard, Destiny looks weird,
Shape hella fucked
which I'm sure that Tom would know all about.
up, guys. It's been all types of ways. It looks like a Z.
Let's see if there's anybody else. So,
Is he reading super chats or something?
no shit talking that would be funny to relay. I guess him doing cocaine with Dick Masterson and knowing that I don't know how you carry a conversation with somebody knowing that he has a butt plug in. That's a bit weird.
That is so funny.
I don't think they were talking when the butt plug was discovered. Okay. I think that Turkey Tom was probably removing said butt plug preparation for, well, you know.
I think you should tell them that he wasn't accepted into the Catholic Church.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
How do you get
he
rejected from the
yeah.
church?
I'm a Catholic and he grew up Catholic, so I decided to try to take him to church with me, even though he's kind of like a turbo godless atheist. And
He's a Satanist in all but name.
he decided to go to church wearing his like usual homeless attire. And when he went up,
What the hell's wrong with this guy? I mean, you be an edgelord on your own time, pal. You dress up for church. No, he has no dress clothes. Supposedly a millionaire. Get out of here.
to go get communion from the priest was like, you're not Catholic, don't come and take communion. And he was being very disrespectful the whole time during mass and decided to start taking Zins during service. And
Really? What the fuck?
What's taking Zins? What's that?
yes,
That's a red flag. If anyone doesn't, like, if you're trying to, like, bring somebody into like your social circles and they're just that disinterested and passive aggressive and shit, like that's a bad.
By the way, what are you chicks doing going to church? You two are obviously hoas. You're not Catholics or Christians either. LARPing broads.
Sign.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even mention this, but you
I love when they call him out for pretending to be something he's not. Or we say he's not even pretending. He's going into the church. Hey, at least he's more honest than you ladies. You're pretending to be something you're not. He's going in and saying, hey, look at me. I'm not even going to bother dressing up. I'm dressed like a homeless bum because I don't believe in this bunk. At least he's honest. You brothers are sleeping around, stacking the bodies, miles high. Selling yourself for Gucci and cash, and you go to church pretending to be a Christian. Get out of here, you hypocrites, you. At least he's being real and genuine. Oh, man.
talked about how I don't even know what these are. Zines? Is it like a e-cigarette?
Zyn it's a nicotine pouch. It's kind of like a dip.
Oh, it's like you put it in between your lip and your gums. Okay. I mean, it's not the same as chewing tobacco, though. If he was chewing tobacco in church, yeah, that'd be, I don't know. What do I don't know.
It's almost like if you made dip into like, it's like dip, but like vape flavors. So it's like not chewing tobacco. It's like these little nicotine pouches, and they have like fun flavors.
So he's addicted to nicotine. Okay. He's a speed freak. Coke, Adderall, nicotine, it's covering all the bases.
Do you have to spit it out, or is it like a dissolving thing?
You spit it out, and so that's when people question the fact that I said he had a Zyn volcano, but I am not kidding. He had a pile.
Was he swallowing it? Like the juice?
He would
of them.
He would spit it out on like the floor next to his desk?
on the little cap of it, and he would have like a 3-inch tall like little pile of like these dirty used Zyns that had been in his mouth.
Oh, that's fucked up. I didn't even know what they were. I was like, okay, so he has like a pile
That's disgusting. Yeah.
of like e-cigarettes. Who cares? That's really fucked up. That's really gross. You said his room was like apparently his house. He has a mansion, but it's completely barren except for his like sex dungeon editing studio, and then it's like trash, right?
So that was his house in Maine. When I met him in Texas, he basically just had like this vacant house in Maine the entire time.
Why even get a house? Like every room is vacant except your bedroom studio deal. Why do that? I mean, just to, say, hey, I got money? It's a status thing? Why not be frugal? Why not be smart with your money? I mean, why would you get more than you need? I guess that's part. But I don't think he's rich. I don't think he's rich. He's renting. How much money does this guy have if he's renting? I don't know, man. Something's not right. Something don't add up.
Since he's been here, and he was living in his friend's mansion for a while, and he was like living in the kitchen.
A friend's mansion? This doesn't sound like a guy that has stacks of cash.
And it was a very weird setup, but yeah.
It's a weird guy.
In the kitchen.
He was living in the kitchen?
Living in the kitchen? Huh?
I don't know how to describe. There was like a side room that was like a little mini kitchen that he was like living in.
Maybe him and the friend were banging because, he's into dudes. I don't. And in exchange, he got to live in the kitchen? This is weird. Was he wearing a ball gag too and get locked in a crate when him and his friend were done? This is some strange stuff, man.
Okay.
For some reason, an image of Pulp Fiction popped into my head. Remember the end scene? He had the gimp, the ball gag, in the crate. It's weird.
Gross.
I guess it's just the weirdest thing that could pop into my head because this is some of the weirdest stuff I've ever heard. So that, that connection got made. This is weird. This is so weird, man.
I want to see a picture of the Zen mountain. Do you have this?
I'm trying. I don't know if I've taken any.
Seems so odd. I mean, you weren't there just to try and collect as much information that was compromising to Turkey Tom as humanly possible? That's not why you were there, and yet you seem to have collected all of this compromising information. You collected pictures and text messages, as much stuff as you could possibly collect that makes this guy look bad. Not look good, look bad. In fact, you won't even talk about anything that might make him look good. When asked about how big is his you-know-what, I don't want to say anything that might make him sound good. That would give him kudos. I don't want to say that he has a big you-know-what. You kind of already told us. But anyway...
I'll have to look.
Okay, if you find the mountain, people want to see it. They want to see the
mountain of old discarded chaw pouches. This guy is disgusting.
Filth and depravity. They're very interested. Someone asked. There was two things, and forgive me, I forgot what Katie had said, but someone asked why did you threaten Tom with going public before doing it? I'm not.
Yeah, see, somebody other than me thought that was interesting. Like, why would you tell him, I'm going to throw all your dirty laundry out to the public, and then blocked him? Why? What happened there that led you to do that? What did he do? What did he say? What did he give you or not give you that led you to make such a statement? Act in such a retributive manner? Huh?
Like, did you just want him to know? Like, did you say don't?
But why would you want him to know? Yes, you wanted him to know, you idiot, or she would have told him that. Of course you wanted him to know. You don't tell people stuff that you don't want them to know. You tell them stuff because you want them to know. You're a moron.
Do this or I'll go public, and then he did it, or did you just decide?
I never told him, like, don't.
You just said you did, and then you blocked him. That was a moment of truth and honesty, okay? Look behind the curtain. All right? Showing your true face, honey. Come on.
Do anything or I'll go public. I was just like, I'm going to go public.
You just contradicted yourself. I didn't say that. I said that.
And that's when he told me, oh, I'm scared of what Kiwi Farms is going to do to you. And I was like, well, fuck you. I guess we'll find out.
Well, we're very scary.
Not really.
Your
site is dying, pal. There's nothing scary about you simps, okay?
Katie, what did you say that, like, set off a bunch of his friends that were streaming? I haven't been watching their streams, so I don't know what their talking points are, but apparently you said something in a forum post that, like, upset.
You're preparing to interview these broads, but you're not doing research into Turkey Tom. Shouldn't you be watching these people's streams?
At them? Or, like, they honed in on that?
What did I don't even know. I haven't been keeping up that much, so I don't know what. And also, I hate all these slop tuber freaks, and so
yeah, but you're not a freak. You only sell yourself for chiclets. You let yourself be a pinata to get a bag. But I'm not a freak. Yeah, okay, sweetheart.
I have no idea what people are mad about. Tell someone in the chat to say what it was.
Yeah, if you.
Because you're trying to present yourself as somehow normal and above it all. Meanwhile, you're down in the slop.
You have an idea of what I'm talking about.
That you seem to turn your nose up at. Give it a break, honey.
Let me know. Actually, that's a great follow-up question. Why me? Because I did not proposition you guys. Like, do you guys want to come on stream? You kind of came out of nowhere. You asked me, like, what my opinion was.
Both of them came to you together. This is a setup, man. Come on. I take a lot of what these broads say with a grain of salt. Now, I have discernment, I have logic, I have reason, I have critical thinking. I know what I know about Tom. There's what I know about him. There's what I've seen from other sources. There's what I've seen of him on streams. And then there's the things these broads are saying. And there's what I've heard from other broads in my research. And there's some things I can absolutely take at face value that I'll believe. But a lot of this stuff, I'm skeptical. They have an ulterior motive that has nothing to do with wanting to protect other women. Give me a break.
On Turkey Tom, and I kind of like gave you a very, very long rundown on my opinion of like Turkey Tom in that situation. And then afterwards you were like, do you want to do a stream thing? I'm like, sure. And even explicit.
You have any negative opinions about any women in the world? Any female content creators out there? No, of course not. You're a big giant simp. You can't see anything wrong, bad, or evil about women. Or if you tried, you'd end up, white knighting for them and abdicating them as as much responsibility as you possibly could, as you labored to make excuse after excuse to explain away their bad actions. You pathetic simp.
You said that you hate the other streamers, so I'm curious what led to that decision.
Yeah,
I
they said things that these bros don't like. Probably some truth.
I feel like you've been very nice to us, and
He's been very nice. He's pulled out the red carpet, honey. He has done his damnedest to carry as much of the weight as humanly possible for you and White Knight out the yin yang.
I really do not want a bunch of these weirdo YouTubers who have reached out to us to like.
They're weirdos because they're asking real questions to challenge you, unlike this guy who's doormat.
Make money off of our stories and try to like twist it into some big giant.
You think this guy isn't trying to make money off you? He's trying to get people to join a site that he's restricted access to, and you need an invite code. Loser. No wonder it's losing money. Meathead.
Drama thing. I mean, they've just been so like disrespectful about everything. So.
And weird.
Oh, yeah. Could you be any more vague? Ladies? They've been mean and weird.
Yeah.
Huh.
Do you feel like they're holding back? I'm not entirely like caught up on like the social web of these people, so I don't know like who's friends with who. But apparently,
Shouldn't
I think
you?
it was one of you guys that said that he is like a social organizer in like conventions.
I don't know anything about that. I think.
This is just gossip at this point. That's all this is, really. It's just a lot of gossip. Get gossip. This dude's supposed to be a man?
A lot of these people are saying like retorted shit, I feel like, because they're like, for one, gooners themselves. The one video I watched, the guy was like, I can't hate Turkey Tom. I'm a fan and I'm a gooner too. So, and I was like, all right, what the fuck? And so I don't know that. And then also maybe because he's.
Well, you're a hoa. You sell yourself for money, honey. How are you any better? You're a gooner. You're a whore.
big and everything, and he's friends with all the other like bigger commentary people.
You let a dude beat you up for cash and prizes, honey. You're worse, okay? Much worse.
People like they're scared to like go
Well, I guess
too much.
You're a gooner. You're selling gooning. You do drugs. You sell drugs. I mean, come on, lady. Really? Okay. All right. You're so much better. Oh my God.
My perspective, because I don't have internet friends. Like none of these people like
Dude, you have no perspective. Okay.
me. So
I don't know who any of these people were until like this week.
I feel like having Tom as a friend is probably like a really big boon. So they're caught in this awkward position where they want to be like on the right side of where this falls out. But then on the other hand, they don't want to like preemptively jump Tom.
Yeah, just like with Destiny. Yeah. All his orbiters running to his defense were running away from him. Once they found out he had pictures of, underage broads on his computer. Allegedly!
And like lose him as a friend because he's a financial benefit and like a social tie-in. So they're caught in this awkward position where it's like the internet collective, the mob wants blood, and they want these people who give people blood to give them what they want. But then on the other hand, they're like, well, if I screw up and I go all in and then Tom cuts me off and I'm wrong, then it's like yeah, they would feel bad about that. So they're
This is the extent of his perceptive capabilities. Not to impress, pal. People don't want to speak out against Tom because he's famous. You're so brilliant. Tell us more. No, that's it.
kind of trying to play both sides, which is the least interesting position to take.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of that.
Yeah, you're so interesting, pal. Yeah, you've only taken one side, the woman side. Yeah. Even though it's a he said, she said, but I'm going to take the woman side and prove how much of a big giant simp I actually am. Vapid airhead.
Nobody in the thread.
Oh God, this guy.
I don't think
Stick to moderation of a website, man.
about what. you had said that annoyed people. But yeah, the only other thing I can think of that's kind of like
Yeah, this is why you prep, okay? And write down questions, you idiot.
gossip that you might have insights
Gossip.
on.
Yeah, of course. Gossip. See, I called it, yeah. Who cares about gossip? That's it. Loser. Are you a woman or a man?
I asked you if he was like bisexual or hetero-flexible at any
What
point.
does that mean? Aren't they the same thing?
But did he ever show any interest in transgender people? Because apparently he paid for somebody's transgender surgery. Or that was like a friend.
What?
Do you know anything about this?
No, I don't. I do believe he's bisexual, and if somebody could repost this or bring this up on the thread, because there is a video of him talking with, I think this
I just think he's gay. I just think he's gay, okay?
guy Monkey Jones,
Yeah.
and he just flat out said, "I'm bisexual." So I don't really know how like he could deny it, but he was definitely interested in like men and especially like bodybuilding men. So I don't know about the trans thing though. Like,
Yeah.
Never talked about trans stuff at all.
No.
Somebody asked if you had any intention of getting any sort of like law enforcement involved, but I feel like you answered this where you just want to try to compel him to delete whatever he has on you, and that's like like the extent of.
How would you know? But I don't know how you would know. He could just say I deleted it. How'd you ever know? There's thumb drives. There's portable hard drives. I mean, I don't think this guy's deleting anything. Even if he deletes it from there, he's got it somewhere else, okay?
Your interests.
Yeah. And if he doesn't,
How would you know?
I don't know. I'm kind of confused about what to do. But
I don't understand this. You didn't seem to care before. So he took the videos of you. He videoed you, and you were getting paid. Okay, then I'm fine with it. But now that he didn't wife you up and make you Miss Turkey Tom, all of a sudden, whoa, now I care. Yeah, money stopped coming in.
but we'll see.
Well, from my understanding, I'm not a lawyer, but as I told you by
What are you?
email, there are victim advocates.
You're certainly not an interviewer. That's for sure. Piers Morgan, you ain't. I can't stand that guy, but he's better at interviewing people than you.
Advocacy groups, and because you're both in the same state, that makes things a lot simpler. That will help you. But as far as the law goes, as far as I know, you can't really compel someone to delete something, but
Not if you consensually went along, agreed to being filmed. Again, implied consent.
there is a federal law that creates a way to sue somebody if they publish it without your consent. So
Dude, I wouldn't be given any legal advice if I was you. You already blundered enough in this interview.
I guess you should just make it clear to him. I mean, I guess I don't know if you've already made it clear to him, but you should make it really clear to him and like screen cap saying that you don't want him to share anything that you have that he has on you, because if he does do it, you'll know it's him, and it is.
Well, you could just claim somebody hacked him. He said he's already been hacked, right? And they stole D-pics?
I think it's $250,000 statutory per image. And
I love how this guy tries to sound like, jack of all trades, but he's a master of none. And he doesn't know anything of what he's talking about. What a doofus this guy is.
as I mentioned in the email, it is it has a fee, what's called a fee shifting provision, and this is very rare in our law. But if you sue him and win or prevail at all, even if
First, you'd have to prove that he shared it with somebody, okay? So you need evidence of that. You have any evidence that he shared these videos with anybody? Or that they even exist? No.
you don't get $250,000, he owes your attorney's fees too, which is a huge thing. And it's very hard to find a law that has that. So it's really in your favor. It would be he can ask Destiny, because Destiny is being sued for the exact same thing at this exact moment, about how much fun it is to be sued for revenge pornography.
Well, they're not alleging that that has happened at all. So you probably shouldn't be telling him how to deal with a situation that hasn't even arisen yet. I mean, number one, hasn't arisen. Number two, you're robbing yourself of future possible content creation. Because if it does come up, and he did do that, then you could have him on again. But now you've already talked about it, so it would be redundant.
Okay. Anything else?
This guy is he's about as charismatic as a rock.
No, I think that's about it, Katie.
Yeah, I don't really have anything. I think we went through everything.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay. Any final words? Any words of wisdom?
From these broads? No, I don't think so. These BPD broads got no wisdom. Okay, trust me.
I have.
Now I'm calling them BPD broads, but that's what they are. Among other things, gold digging hoas.
You don't have any. Don't worry. I'm not leaving you up
Girls
to hang.
don't talk to YouTubers.
Yeah, do not talk to weird YouTubers. And if he hits you or chokes you, you need to just break it off immediately and run away as soon as possible instead of...
Right, but since you didn't do that and you kept going back for more, that's implied consent and you can't complain now, especially since you took gifts in exchange. I think that's it. I don't want to listen to any more of these broads yammering and complaining and bitching and moaning and this guy sweeping for them. Anyhow, that's it. I could have done 3 parts. It's so long, but I wanted to get it done and over with and out of the way. Anyhow, there you go. So, how much of this do you believe? I'll tell you what I believe. I think that Turkey Tom is at the very least bi, probably gay. Which might explain why he couldn't get it up for these bras. Or that could just as easily be explained by his corn addiction. Hence why he would need to watch video of his own actions and sexual encounters, liaisons to get off. I think he's a sexual sadist. I think he's a freak. I wouldn't be surprised if, he had some bodies in his garden, if he's got one, on the grounds of the house he rents. I don't think he's rich. I don't think he's a millionaire. I think he might be a tens of thousandaire at most. I think the guy's probably extremely bad with money. He probably just spends. Everything I've seen, everything I've heard, everything I've witnessed about this guy tells me he's a massive, giant, hedonist, materialist. So he is essentially feeding his need for meaning and purpose with physical pleasure. 24/7. Every form of physical pleasure he can find. Sucking down Monster Energy drinks like there was, like they were going out of style. He's doing coke. He's doing whatever. He's chasing the dragon. He's chasing everything. Except what would bring him actual real happiness, I don't think he's rich. I think he's a lost, scared boy, man. Well, not a man, really, but LARP one. I think he's a fake, a fraud, a phony. I don't think he knows who he is. I think he's got a lot of problems, yo. But anyway, I'm getting tired. I'm zoning out, man. Let me know what you think in the comments section, and please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not already. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a like. Leave a comment. I hear it's good for the algo, and if you like what I have to say, if you like the raw RP nature, how I present things, consider following me on social media. All those links are in the description, as well as the link to part 1 of this video, which I did commentary on. And, drop a like. And if you'd like to support my work, I got a GoFundMe, a Patreon, in the description as well. Anyhow, I am the Realist Philosopher, and I wish you all a good and pleasant day. Take care.